guys, it's your girl Bella. How are you? So in today's video, I give my review of the Marriott Bonvoy Bold credit card that is currently offered by JP Morgan Chase. Now, in my opinion, this card is a great starter card for anyone who is now getting into the world of earning points and rewards, but does not want to pay an annual fee, but also does travel internationally or domestically at least once a year and can actually utilize the points. Because that's one thing I do try to emphasize on my channel is that never apply for a credit card if you cannot actually use the points and benefits. So for example, if you are someone who's afraid to fly or does not fly at all, it would not make sense to apply for a credit card that helps you earn airline miles. So definitely something to keep in mind before you apply for any credit card. Okay, so next I will give all of the highlights of this credit card. So first, this card does not have an annual fee, so that is great for someone who does not want to pay an annual fee. Next, the sign-on bonus is currently 50,000 Marriott Bonvoy points if you spend $2,000 on this credit card in the first 3 months of when the card is approved. Now, I always try to make sure to highlight that part in all of my videos because the 3-month countdown starts the day your account is approved, not when you physically receive the card in the mail. Now, this is important because you can sometimes see the banks will take 7 to 10 business days to get the card to you, depending on the bank. So you want to make sure you either put it in your calendar, write it down somewhere, just so you know the starting point of when your 3-month countdown begins. I would hate to see you apply for a credit card and then miss the cutoff to earn the bonus points. Now, next, let's go into the earning rate of this card. So you earn 3 points for every dollar spent at Marriott Bonvoy hotels, 2 points for every dollar spent on travel. Now, what's great with Chase is that the travel category is so broad. It covers hotels, airfare, Uber, tolls, parking, Airbnb, and the list is just so long that it really makes it easy to earn 2 points on every dollar. Now, last but not least, you earn 1 point for every dollar spent on all other purchases. Okay, so let's jump right into all of the perks and benefits that this card offers. So first, this card does give you automatic Silver Elite status under the Marriott Bonvoy loyalty program. Now, with Silver Elite, you do get priority late checkout. You earn 10% bonus points on your hotel stays, and you also qualify for free Wi-Fi. Next, you do also get purchase protection. Now, purchase protection covers any new purchases that are made with this card against theft or damage for the first 120 days. But the only thing is the max is $500 per claim. So if you are someone who makes larger purchases, meaning larger dollar purchases, frequently, I would recommend looking at a different credit card that will give you a higher threshold of coverage. Now, the other benefits that this card offers are trip delay reimbursement, lost luggage reimbursement, and baggage delay insurance. Now, I will go over these one by one so you know what these are. So with trip delay reimbursement, if your trip is delayed 12 hours or more or requires an overnight stay, you and your family will qualify to be reimbursed for any out-of-pocket expenses that you incur because of the delay. Now, you will be capped at $500 per person. So next is lost luggage reimbursement. If your carrier loses or damages your carry-on luggage or your checked luggage, you and your family again will be covered up to $3,000 per passenger. Now, you also do have baggage delay insurance. Now, this covers you if your luggage is delayed 6 hours or more, but the max is $100 per person up to 5 days. Now that we've gone over the highlights of this card, we're now going to talk about the pros and the cons of this credit card. So first, let's go over the pros. As I mentioned earlier, this is a great starter card if you are someone now getting into earning points and rewards. This card has no annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, and it has some pretty great perks such as purchase protection and also offers some travel protections as well. Okay, so let's jump right into the cons or downsides of this credit card. So the first thing I would have to say is the earning rate. The earning rate on this card for everyday spend is pretty low. Outside of spend at Marriott hotels or on travel, you are only earning 1 point per dollar. Now, you could earn more on other credit cards, such as the Hilton Honors credit card. So definitely something to look at before you apply for this credit card. The next downside I would have to say is this card does not offer trip cancellation insurance or access to airport lounges. Now, for me personally, these benefits are really important. So unless you don't care about these benefits or have other credit cards that give you these benefits, I personally would not apply for this credit card. Now the next downside is this card is subject to the 524 rule. Now if you're not familiar with this rule, basically it's a metric or one of the metrics that Chase looks at when they're reviewing your credit card application. So if you've been approved for 5 or more credit cards in the last 24 months, your current credit card application with Chase would be denied. The next downside to this credit card is there are so many restrictions to Marriott Bonvoy credit cards now. So just to give you a little backstory, back in 2016, Marriott acquired Starwood Hotels. And for about 2 years, they were running 3 separate loyalty programs all at the same time. The Marriott, Ritz-Carlton, and SPG. So what they did in 2019, they consolidated all 3 programs into one and launched the Marriott Bonvoy loyalty program. So now what you'll see is there are Marriott Bonvoy credit cards offered both by Chase and American Express. So now both banks have now partnered up to basically prevent people from getting too many Marriott Bonvoy credit cards. So basically, if you are approved for the Marriott Bold credit card today, it will impact your ability to apply for other Marriott Bonvoy credit cards. So what I've done is I put out a link to an article below that has a cheat sheet to kind of show you how this card will impact your ability to get other credit cards down the line. I want to make sure you guys have the most information possible before applying for any credit cards. So that is my review of the Marriott Bonvoy Bold credit card that is currently offered by Chase. I think it's a great credit card to kind of get yourself started in earning points and rewards. Kind of a way to get your feet wet before moving on to bigger and better credit cards. Now, if you did like this video, make sure to hit that like button. Feel free to share it with one friend. And don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.